Yo, what's up? Yes, I'm still recovering from the trip yesterday. Oh, Inlandsvägen, man. Yeah, Saltfjellet was closed, so I had to take this long detour, and I came home at 4:15 in the morning. Yes, slept in the sofa today. But anyway, so I want to update you guys with an earlier case about someone who dented my car. Okay, so for you guys who don't know, here's a little bit background story. Last summer, I know what you did last summer. No, I'm just kidding. Last summer, I went on a road trip with wifey, and we visited many countries, and Germany was one of the countries. Of course, you can't really go on a road trip without crossing Germany. But in Kempten, in Germany, someone dented my car, okay? And then I didn't notice. And then we kept driving to Austria, yes. And then went back to Germany, and then in Berlin I noticed a dent. I was like, what, who was this? And then, because I don't have that system that I can view sentry mode on my phone or whatever, So, but then I went back and look into the memory stick, and I found it. I found where it happened. I looked through, all of the other sentry modes were not remotely close. It was that one case I saw that the door was dinging into my car, with great force. And of course, you guys can discuss. There's been lots of discussion. Many people said, "Oh, no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. It can't be." No, it was him. It was him because we caught him. Yes. So anyway, I'll come back to that. So after that thing happened, I came back to Norway. I went back to Gran Auto Design, the guys who wrapped my car. It's awesome, and they could also fix the dent. But the paint protection film, the Lumar PPF, was damaged. But fortunately, we sacrificed the Lumar. The paint was intact. If we didn't have paint protection film, the paint would be damaged, and then we had to repaint the whole back section or whatever, So what we did was they took off the PPF, and then they fixed the dent. It's almost gone. I didn't go through some very expensive repair or whatever, because I was planning on just paying it out of my pocket anyway. Because I asked the insurance company in Norway, and they say, yeah, we can climb a case, but you have to pay in advance, and then you might not get it back if we can't trace the guy or something. I was like, okay, let's just do it the cheapest way, without wasting too much money. But of course, it has to look okay, and it looked pretty okay. Yeah. You can't really see it. So they fixed it, they fixed the dent, they put on new film, and I got a nice price for it, 5,000 NOK, 500 euros. And that was it. I was like, okay, whatever, case closed for me. And then suddenly, this guy, Frank Schönstedt, a German lawyer, he contacted me. He heard about this case, and he wanted to help me. I was like, actually, first I said, okay, I will consider it, and then I came back to him and said, okay, let's go for it. Okay, so it's like a principal case, He heard about this, he have seen it, and I guess he wanted to help me about this case. I think yeah. So he asked for some information about where did this happen. I had timestamp, everything, and by the way, the sentry mode, for you guys who don't know, is a mode where you put the car in this this guard mode thing, whatever, where the cameras are recording, and then if the car detects motion nearby, it will give a warning, on the screen. It will also flash the headlight to tell people that don't try anything funny here, and it will record everything. The last 10 minutes up until that event, it will save it in the memory card. So that's what happened, when a guy dented my car. It enabled sentry mode. I guess they didn't notice that, my car was kind of like, flashing with the light, and there was something on the screen. And yeah, so he dented the car. Okay, well, back to the point. Okay, so he asked me for some information, okay, about where, when, whatever, and then he wanted to see the receipt. I was okay, gave him that down. And then he started a case because he tracked down the license plate. Yeah, okay, that was one. Okay, sentry mode in this case didn't catch the license plate, but fortunately, I took a picture when I parked the car. because I was about to post this in PlugShare about it. So fortunately, I have a picture of his car and my car, of course. So that was lucky for me. So we could trace down. It was an Austrian registered car. So Frank, the lawyer, he tracked it down, and then the case was sent to my insurance company in Norway, and then it was pushed back to Austria, and then to Germany, and then I don't know what the heck happened. And meanwhile, and then one day Frank said, "Yes, finally, we closed the case. So we got the money, 500 euros." So he transferred the money to me. I was like, wow, that's great. So what the heck happened? Well, I think they just filed a case, and they managed to prove that he was the one who did it. And I guess, the guy who did it, he also has to accept it, that he was the one. So I think he saw the video. Yeah, he could see the video, and I guess he had to admit that he was the one doing it. If he was damn sure that it wasn't him, then of course it would never end like this. So that actually proves that it was in fact him. Yeah, and I guess Frank is also happy because it's like a principal case here. Someone did something, yes, should be responsible for it. And of course, in the future, that guy should be more careful about denting other people's car. So I'm happy that it ended like this. And again, Frank, thank you so much for the help. And okay, what can I do in the future from now on? I will keep Sentry Mode running. I actually do it every time I just go downtown, go shopping or whatever. When I'm parking on public place, I will keep Sentry Mode running. It doesn't cost me that much juice when I'm just parked there for half an hour anyway. But even if I'm going to park somewhere for longer time, I will also keep Sentry Mode running. I will just charge the car to 90% just to have enough energy. But I've measured that Sentry Mode has been improving. It doesn't suck that much power like it did initially, so that's good. And you could just mount a dash cam in the front and then another dash cam in the back, of course. That will suck way less power, but it's the whole preventive feature with Sentry Mode that it flashes and then it shows a message. I've seen actually many Sentry Mode replays that some people they see something move and then they're a little bit curious, and then I see that they point to my screen in the car. So it's very nice that it does that, because you will prevent some bad boys from doing something. Yeah, that's always good. That's the best way, rather than, just ninja capture them and then you have to claim like this. So it would be better actually for the Austrian guy if he saw it and then he was careful, rather than, damaging and then, waste of time to fix everything. But another thing I also could do is that I could have this, I think there's a memory card solution with some stuff where you can view Sentry Mode inside just view it on your phone, rather than nowadays I have to take out this memory card, put it on my laptop, and then view it manually. So of course it takes some time, and sometimes it can go days or weeks between where I view Sentry Mode events. But actually I have a request to Tesla. I want to have a new feature where you can view Sentry Mode directly on the screen. I mean, think about it. We already have a big, nice screen where we can view YouTube videos, right? Netflix or whatever. Why can't we view the Sentry Mode events right on the screen? That is priceless feature. And also would be better also. I waste a lot of time when I'm looking through the Sentry Mode to find out what happened, which camera caught it, what triggered it. Because we have right now 4 cameras. Well, it was 3 back then, by the way. Since then, they enable the rear camera also, which is nice. But if Tesla would fix this, if they care, I hope they care, also save metadata of which camera triggered it and when. And it should be a nice feature where you could say, when you come back, you say, okay, that many Sentry Mode, or just have a button, a feature where you can view Sentry Mode, scroll through it, click on it, and it should by default go right to that event that triggered it, which camera it was, and then you can also, of course, have the possibility to view all 4 cameras simultaneously. You can see what the heck is going on, and then you want to delete this, confirm, yes. or you want to delete all. Okay, are you sure you want to delete all? You know, something like that. Yeah, so that would have been great, because it's, you know, right now it's not that user friendly that you have to bring out that memory card, put it in the laptop, or that you have to have a third-party solution. So I hope Tesla will consider something like this, because Sentry Mode is, you've seen lots of videos, you know. Sentry Mode has saved people's, I guess not people's lives, but people's money throughout the world now, big time. So it's a very important feature. I'm so happy that Tesla made it. So I hope they will continue to develop it to become even better. Yes, with strong software, you can make everything way better. Yes. So I think that's gonna be it for now. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.